Hello, I'm Rick Seabrook. Marie and I live on the edge of the continent in upper northern Washington state. And one thing that's so great about living here is the clam fishery, the Pacific clam fishery. So we get information from the Washington Fish and Wildlife when the clam digs are allowed. And last night I went out with a buddy and we got our limit of clams at the ocean in Copalis Beach. It was a lot of fun. Clams were easy to get, and so I thought I would make a little video about how to clean Pacific razor clams. Okay, let's go. We are having a delightful coastal storm. This is the view out my kitchen window as I get ready to clean the clams. Okay, so here's how I set myself up for cleaning the clams. Starting with some boiling water, which I will turn down to medium before I get started. The clams from last night's dig and some ice water. Okay, so here's the beginning of the cleaning process. This is the way I like to do it. There's other ways to do it, but this is the most efficient to me. Okay, so here's some boiling water, which I'm turning down to medium. Here are the clams. Now this was a night dig last night, so I didn't really want to clean them last night at 11 o'clock at night, so I put them in the fridge in a container with a wet terry towel on top. And it's a good idea to kind of clean them out, clean them off, clean the sand off in the surf before you bring them home. So they've just been sitting in the fridge all night, and now I'm going to begin the process by putting them one at a time or two at a time in this hot water. That will allow them to open and release from the shell. And for me, it's such a clean, elegant way of doing it that I absolutely prefer this method. Okay, so here we go. Okay, open already. Slotted spoon and right into ice water. Boink. Okay, so next, since I already have all of the clams that I've just put in hot water and they've opened, the shells have opened, I'm going to remove all of the shells to discard. So this is how easy these are to remove, and then I just put them back in the ice water one at a time, and I put the shells such that I can discard them easily into another container and just go through with that until they are all removed from their shell. Now when you're digging, sometimes you might have an issue with one that you crush as you're digging, so you'll have a broken shell like this. So just peel it off a piece at a time until you've got that all removed. Boom. Alrighty, so now I have my clams over here in this ice water, and I'm going to take them out one at a time and begin the process of cleaning, which requires a paring knife and a scissors. Okay, with the clam, First thing you do is remove this top tough siphon part just by cutting off about 1/2 inch. Okay, then on the clam there's this part here, kind of looks like a zipper. Put your scissors in there and you can feel one of the channels in the siphon, and you stick the point of your scissors up into that hole and cut. Then you make a second cut into the second chamber of the clam like that. Okay, so now it's well opened up. So now I'm washing it, getting the sand off, and you can either use a paring knife or just your fingers to remove the gill part right here, and then you kind of squeeze that and pull it away from the body of the clam, and then remove the foot, this whole foot, and that's like the guts and stuff. So I just pull it off with my hands, which leaves the muscle and basically the whole clam meat intact, and then I set the foot aside for now onto a paper towel by the sink there, and then I will kind of scrape off anything that looks blackish. Just kind of go around, see if you see anything that looks like black stuff. And then I continue to kind of clean it off, and then I set it aside into a bowl. Yeah, we're having this amazing storm right now, but Steve and I were able to get our limit of clams before it started raining last night. Okay, sand gone and clam saved, all cleaned. All right, let's do another one. Okay. Clip off the top of the siphon. Zipper. Feel the end of the scissors going into that channel in the siphon or the neck. Do that one time, then find the second hole, which is down below there, go in there, clean that up. Okay, and now I'm just using lukewarm water, and I can just use my hand. I'm at this point just able to use my fingers pretty much to remove the top part there and kind of pull it away from the body. And then here's the foot. Okay, there you go. Take my knife, kind of clean it up a little bit more. Anything that looks like you might not want to eat it. And down here. This is the muscle that kept the clamshell closed, but they're all good to, it's all good to eat. From here on out, it's all good to eat. This is the neck, this is the body, and then we're saving the feet to clean in a bit. Okay, so I haven't cleaned all the clams yet, but I want to go forward and clean one of these feet so you can see how to do that. So I usually do that kind of with running water going. Here's a gob of guts on the top. Cut that off with the scissors, kind of on an angle. Whoop. And then with the foot facing this direction. There is a channel under here. I stick this into the channel and cut one time, and then I kind of hold this tightly down on the bottom and give it another cut about 2/3 of the way into the foot, like that. So when you open it up, then you can see where all the insides are, and you just like kind of use a knife or your finger to eliminate that. So in the foot, you can see that there's a lot of meat here on that, and then sometimes you'll have, well, you always will have this sort of spongy stuff in here, and that's all edible. So, and actually the foot of the razor clam is the most tender, delicious part of the clam. So it won't take long for your family and friends to figure out what the best part is. Yeah, so we're done. I'm going to continue this job, and when they're all cleaned, I will wrap them in a baggie, and they can be used, today, or you can freeze them for future use. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have fun clamming.